Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything. I'm coming at you with another Star Citizen video. We're going to be talking about the female character model, which is coming out in patch 3.5. I have some concerns that I want to share with you. Now, I know that this video is going to trigger some snowflakes out there, and that some of my comments might be controversial, or there might be some minority out there that is offended by what I have to say. But that's too bad. I'm still going to say it because I think the majority of the players of Star Citizen are not necessarily sympathetic with me, but at least will enjoy what I have to say and maybe would like to hear what I have to say. So if you don't like it, then just go pack some sand, because I am going to talk about the female character model. Let me start off by saying that, see, I'm trying to restrain myself, but let me start off by saying that I think the character model is needed in Star Citizen. Female characters have been needed in Star Citizen for over a year now. We have to have females walking around. We have to have it. I mean, it's the natural order of things to have males and females. Now, we already have some mission givers that are females. We also have some shopkeepers that are females, but not a whole lot. You don't see any females walking around. They're all static. And that's because the animations aren't in and things like that. Are the female animations different than the male animations? Absolutely. Was there a little extra work put into this to make it right? Absolutely. So I'm excited positively that the female character model is going to be in the game, but I have some concerns, not about the game, but about my community that I'm with. And let's talk about that. All right, now I understand the game is in alpha. Okay, it is still in production. The game is being made. The game is put out to our backers for testing, right? So I anticipate that everyone, including myself, is going to make a female character to play and test, right? We're going to run it around because we've already run that male model into the ground. So we're going to build some female characters. You know, we're going to change different faces and hairstyles and things like this, and we're going to build them. We're going to put them into the game. We're going to test to see if the armor fits, if the weapons meet up to the shoulder properly, if the hitboxes are actually smaller or not, you know. So we're going to see if the feet properly animate, you know, and all that stuff. So we're going to properly test the female model. Now, what is that going to do to my game? This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to log into Star Citizen, and everyone is going to be a female, right? Except for the NPCs, which will probably be about 50-50. You're probably going to have some males running around, some females running around, but then you're going to have all the players playing female characters. So you're going to have like a 75% population of females. And all the males are going to be NPCs. That's going to break my immersion, okay? Yeah, but let's back up. I don't care because, like I said, it's alpha. So I understand. I'm going to be in a female character model. That's my concern. It's going to be, the game's going to go from being Sausage Saturday to Taco Tuesday. And it's going to change the way the game feels, because even though it's still an alpha, I still can get immersed into the world and into the character that I'm playing and the characters I'm talking to and my fellow players and things like that. So it's gonna ruin my immersion, first of all. So, but that's okay, because I understand it's alpha and I have to put myself in the right mindset for that. But I'm just telling you what my concerns are. Another concern is people using VoIP are going to be running up in a female character, and they're going to say, "Hey, how's it going?" In a deep voice or whatever. It'll be my friend, maybe, coming up to me and talking to me, and he'll have a female body, and I'll just be going, weird, ooh, something's not right. Okay, now here's my real concern, and this has been a concern of mine for years, but it's a phenomenon in our culture that we have built in MMOs right now. So after about 3 to 6 months of testing, you would think that it would balance out, it would normalize, and you would get people playing characters they want to play and not necessarily just jumping on the female model to test it. Some people will test it too long, sure. Some people won't test it long enough, sure. But in overall general speaking, after about 6 months of testing, animations, jumping in, doing shooting, doors, animations climbing into a cockpit, all that stuff, reporting bugs and having them fix them, it should normalize. But here's part of my concern. It won't normalize. And this is a phenomenon. Now, let me back up and explain something that I feel, and I know psychologically, there is a desire for young men, okay, I'm going to say early 20s and below, to play female characters. They want to play a female character. Now, I've interviewed a number of men and asked them what kind of character they would like to play. Usually, the more mature, stable in their skin, the ones that are they're masculine, they're virile, they don't have any problems in their sex life. They are, they're not sexually starved. They are confident, and they show signs of maturity. They will play, and they've told me this, they will play male characters. Then on the other hand, I'll talk to some boys, and they say, well, they'll play a female character. Or not all of them, but a lot of them, majority of them, will play female characters. And then there are some exceptions to every rule. There are some exceptions to every rule. There are some females I've talked to that said that they will play a male character, and they have their own reasons for this. And there are females that will want to play female characters. Usually, the female players that want to play a male character are the ones that don't want to be discriminated against. They felt like they haven't had a fair shake, and so they want to take advantage of being able to be a man. There are also women that feel like, on the flip side, that they are given things because they're a female, and they don't want to be given those things. They want to earn them. So they play males to avoid that, here, let me help you out because I know you're weak, that kind of thing. So, but let's get away from the females playing male characters, and we're back to female characters. Most women want to play female characters. Because, why? So they can identify with their character. They can immerse themselves into their character. And most people that I've talked to, most of those men that I talked to, said that they're going to design their character to emulate their personal self. Now, why are they doing that? They're doing that because they want to immerse themselves into the world. They want to enjoy the world as if they were living in that world. So why are these boys playing females? Well, partially is because they don't have any females in their life. They are afraid to talk to females. They are shy, or they don't have an opportunity for intimacy. So they will make females so that they can pretend that's their girlfriend. I know that's a jump, but because this is something that I asked people. I said, why do you play a female character? Why do you want to play a female character? And now this is in some older MMOs, don't get me wrong. And they would tell me, if I have to sit in front of the computer for 2 or 3 hours, I would rather look at the butt of a female than to look at the butt of a man. Okay, well, first of all, why are you looking at his butt, right? And second of all, it's not real. And third of all, Star Citizen is not third person, it's first person. So you don't actually look at your character, except when you turn the camera on, you pan around and check yourself out. But and I do that already with my male characters, because I want to see what the armor looks like. I want to see what my pose looks like. I want to take some screenshots, things like that. I get that. Will I do that with a female character? I mean, if I was playing a female character, of course I would take some screenshots. I'd check out the pose and stuff like that. But not for that reason. Not because, oh, if I'm going to be playing a game for 3 hours, I want to be looking at their butt. No, I don't want to be looking at my animated character's butt. I want to immerse myself into that character. And if the character is female, I can't do that. I'm not a girl. I don't want to be a girl. I don't identify as a girl. Okay, so if you're a snowflake, that triggered you, but that's okay. I thought about this earlier today, knowing that I was going to make this video. I thought about this. There's been millions, maybe not millions, but there's been thousands, hundreds of thousands of actors in the world. How many actors in movies or TV series, but mostly movies, have played males played female characters in movies? There has been a few. I could probably honestly count them all on one hand. But those are the ones I know. There might be more out there. You know, like Eddie Murphy, he played a lot of different characters, and some of them were female. Dustin Hoffman, right? He played Tootsie, I think is what it was called. He played a female. I don't think he was playing a female. I think he was playing a male pretending to be a female, right? So they're not actually playing female characters. Eddie Murphy was, but there's not a whole lot out there. And why is that? We don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. They don't want to play a female character. They want to get into their character, and they want to play a role that is appropriate for them, right? So my concern is, and my desire, what I've noticed is the majority of the Star Citizen community are mature adults. They're probably, because this game, it's not for the weak-minded. This game is not for Call of Duty players. I know Call of Duty probably hates me for saying that. But it's not for people that just want to log in and play for 5 minutes and log out. That's not what this game is for. This game is for a serious, dedicated player. And if you're not like a serious, dedicated player, you're probably not even interested in Star Citizen. You're probably thinking, hey, I'm going to go play some PUBG, or I'm going to go play some Fortnite. And those are different types of players. Those are players that have 10 minutes a day to play games, and they jump on, they play, they log out, and they're done. I consider those to be rapid players. Star Citizen is not for a rapid player. You have travel times, you have conversations, you have long drawn out transit times. You have to think on your feet. You have to maybe you have to sneak into a place, or it's not for just running in, shooting everybody, taking the loots and getting out. That's not what Star Citizen is about. So it tends not to appeal to those rapid players. And that's a positive, because rapid players are the ones that would be playing female characters, males playing female characters. The more mature player, the one that's going to sit down for a couple hours and play, wants to get immersed into the world, and they're going to want to play their own gender. I'm in the philosophy that the world is binary, and I'm a binariist, or whatever you want to call it. I don't think there's multiple genders. Now, I do understand that there are outliers. There are exceptions to every rule. I get that, but in general, there's male and female. If you want to identify yourself as a hornet, then go ahead and do that. So part of my concern is, and I think I've rehashed this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Once testing is over and the whole mad rush to be a female character and test it is over, it should normalize. But I'm afraid, I'm concerned that there will be some male players playing female characters because they fall into that either the young category, or they're mentally weak, or they're sexually inactive. And so they're going to play female characters. And that is going to ruin my immersion in the game when I walk up to somebody and we're talking VoIP and they go, hey, I'm playing this female character because I like her butt, and I used the chest slider and I moved it all the way to the right because I wanted to see some big boobies. Some boobies. That's what I'm afraid of. So hopefully the Star Citizen community is more mature than that, and that's what I anticipate. I believe that the Star Citizen community, mostly adults that are confident, and they, male or female, are going to be mentally strong, and that's what I'm hoping to see. I'm hoping not to see some of these weak-willed, and that's my concern. All right, guys, that's all I really wanted to say. I wanted to share that with you guys. I wanted you guys to hear what I had to say. And if any of this video triggers you and you want to put some comments in the comments below, I strongly encourage it. I will ignore them. But if you want to put them in there, you put them in there. Other people might respond to them. No, that's not true. I read all my comments. And you won't offend me if you say that I'm an idiot, or if you say that my opinion is sexist, or whatever. You just put it on in there, and I'll enjoy reading them anyway. Okay, guys? All right, now I'll catch you next time.